Hey, what's up guys, Rev here. So today we're going to talk about a couple of anime stories, mostly relating to Crunchyroll and some VTuber news as well that also ties into some of the Crunchyroll stuff. So we're going to begin with Kizuna Ai and Crunchyroll. Currently, a lot of people on Twitter are angry at both Crunchyroll and Kizuna Ai because they believe that their related anime project is pushing NFTs onto their viewers. So in case you didn't know, a couple weeks ago, Crunchyroll announced and released a Kizuna Ai inspired anime. So to sum up the plot of it, basically it's inspired by Kizuna Ai's journey and success as a VTuber, where the main character is basically trying to follow in her footsteps and become a popular online content creator. So, a lot of people were excited about it. It's pretty cool to see one of the people who's considered the first VTuber, at the very least, the first VTuber to spread to an international audience, to get an anime project with Crunchyroll. Like Crunchyroll or not, it's still pretty cool a VTuber can do something like that. But there was also people who were already raising some concerns and comments about Kizuna Ai and how she is a NFT shill. Now, a lot of people really don't know anything about this stuff, so comments like these were met with confusion and people saying that they're making this up, and well, they're not making this up. Kizuna Ai is pretty infamous for pushing NFTs on both Twitter and YouTube and all of her social media platforms. She has been a very strong proponent of NFTs. It's no secret, and it's something that has made a lot of people upset with her, and it's kind of dirtied her legacy a little bit. She's obviously still immensely successful, but obviously she's not the same level of popularity as she was back 3-4 years ago. So back in 2021, when she was doing that current push for NFTs, it was the first time some people had heard about her in a little while, and it was upsetting. It was like, damn, this is the first time I'm hearing about Kizuna Ai in a while, and she's pushing NFTs onto her viewers. So when the actual anime for the Kizuna Ai Crunchyroll project came out, there is a scene that people are posting onto Twitter, which unsurprisingly is pushing NFTs. So here's some screen caps. It says, what is an NFT? And describing to the viewer, token is a general term for cryptographic asset issued via blockchain technology. Since they can't be faked, they're really secure. And they're used for appraisals for digital art too, and for their authenticity. Now, I'm not the biggest, most knowledgeable person when it comes to NFTs, and maybe you guys know more than me and you can explain that in the comment section, but is any of this even really that true? I feel like from what I've seen, a lot of these statements about it being secure and used for authenticity purposes is just not what I've seen. I've seen that's like some of the main concerns. But again, I'm no expert, but you can see by the number of quote retweets, people are pretty upset about this. And yeah, a lot of people have dropped this anime after seeing this whole breakdown of NFTs, and they're seeing this as once again another shill for NFTs by a Kizuna Ai inspired project. And you know what? Like I said, I'm not too surprised that this happened, but for a lot of people, this was, an awakening to them that Kizuna Ai has been involved in NFTs. And look, I think NFTs are viewed a lot differently in Japan than they are in the US, but clearly for the English-speaking audience watching this, they have a different experience with NFTs. I mean, they are beyond meme level at this point, so people just are really irked by this, and especially in 2023, like the boom is gone for that stuff, but nonetheless, that is the reason a lot of people are upset with Kizuna Ai and Crunchyroll right now. But some more Crunchyroll news. This is something that happened a couple of weeks ago, but I wanted to find a good opportunity like today to talk about it. So a couple years ago, Crunchyroll bought the licensing rights to the Princess Connect game. Now, this is a pretty popular game. I've seen a lot of VTubers play it, and honestly, I'm not saying this just to say it. I actually planned on maybe streaming this game sometime in the coming months. However, it is going away. So they announced on March 30th that Princess Connect will be shutting down. So the English-speaking viewers, their only way of playing this game, at least in a proper way, was to go through Crunchyroll, who own the rights to the global servers and everything that comes outside of Japan. Well, they're shutting them down. And they are doing this on April 30th. So basically, players have 1 month before the ship completely sinks. It's not like they're refusing to provide any more updates to the game. They are just straight up shutting it down. It is game over, essentially. So a lot of people are quite understandably frustrated by this. A month is not a very long time to begin with. And it blindsided a lot of people. They've been playing this game for 2 years. They've invested a lot of time, energy, and appreciation for this game just to have it shut down out of nowhere. And of course, the language of this is annoying to people, right? They're saying like, oh, we appreciate you so much, all the great memories, but we're shutting it all down. It rubs people the wrong way. And if you go through the comments, they're all negative, saying, I don't think I could ever trust Crunchyroll to run a game again. Wow, that's really crappy. I was looking forward to the rest of the story. Last Crunchyroll game I'll ever play. Kind of pissed off. Why do you guys keep doing this? You bring out a great mobile game and then you shelf it 2 years later. And do you realize no one is going to trust you anymore when it comes to mobile games? This is a great game. Don't shut it down, Crunchyroll. And literally that's all the comments are negative, and people saying they're going to unsub from Crunchyroll. And honestly, if this is the straw that broke the camel's back for people, good for you. Time to get out of there. This is a good reason as any. But clearly people are very frustrated, and I got a few emails about this, and I definitely want to cover it because it looks like an excellent game from an excellent franchise. And I've seen a lot of VTubers, including, I believe, some Hololive members have streamed this game. So it's a big deal. And for a lot of people, they've lost their access to something they've been working on for a very long time. And that sucks to see. But we're going to move on to the next tweets. Back to VTubers. Now, this one's a little more ranty, but it was something I have, much like the last story, have been tagged in a million times. It is various tweets, also some YouTube clips that have been taken out of context to make Neuro-Sama's dialogue appear to be racist. So for context, this clip, like many of the others that are shared, they trim off the beginning of a scene where Kizuna Ai is watching a video that has monkeys and apes in the background. Yes, actual animals. And when her dialogue finally comes through, it transitions to a scene where there are black children in the background. And of course, the timing of her dialogue with the transition to the boys makes it look racist out of context. Now, look, I'm not trying to be the grumpy old man in here saying the pool's closed, get off my lawn. But I just ask people posting this to obviously make an edgy joke. I get the funny that it's out of context, but just tread carefully. That's all I ask for people like this. I'm not trying to single out like this person, for example, because there's a lot of people who have posted this, and I get it. Like, I get what they're trying to drive at with the joke. I understand. I'm just saying tread carefully, because how many VTubers have we seen get absolutely blasted and canceled on a viral level over stuff like this? And in this case, Neuro-Sama, not even the dialogue, the AI didn't even do anything wrong. It was just awkward timing. I mean, we've seen people like Silverveil, Fallen Shadow, and others have an edgy joke or something, and it gets posted onto Twitter, and there's tweets with 100,000 likes chastising them, calling them racist, transphobic, whatever, and trying to end their career. And at a time where that is so common and hate for VTubers is so common, I just ask that you be careful so you don't end up having someone like Neuro-Sama getting dragged onto Twitter, because people are stupid and they will believe what they want to believe, and they will take things out of context and not ask questions. So they will see something like this and they will cancel her, and maybe it'll be too late before context can be added or Twitch does something, because Neuro-Sama has already been suspended for the AI making some Holocaust remarks, and let's try to avoid something like that becoming a reality once again by feeding some ammunition to people who will abuse it. So again, just be careful. I get it. I get the joke, but be careful. So we're going to move on to the final story. This is a pure nostalgia. And by pure nostalgia, it reminds me of the time I got punched in the head, because this is a terrible meme that is once again resurfaced. So in this case, I'm sure you guys have seen this. I don't even have to scroll down yet, right? I don't even have to scroll down. You already know the punchline, supposed punchline of this. So the reason this person posted this, we actually covered this in yesterday's video. What was your biggest Twitter controversy? And people have been sharing what got them in trouble. And this person is referring to this, where they got people attacking them for this meme where it says, wow, why do you have such big breasts? And they obviously cross that out at the bottom there and say, my animators are pedos. And of course, this is Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. This is Ilalu, who is an adult dragon character with big boobs, which apparently pedophiles like adult women with big breasts. That's a little confusing, right? But also, this is posted, and of course, by consequence of its words, is implying that the animators are pedos. And to make matters worse, besides just slandering people who animated this and are completely innocent, the Kyoto Ani arson attack happened after the first season was released, before this was produced. A lot of the people who were involved in these projects are dead. They have passed away. So you're not only calling the animators of the show pedos, you're also literally spitting on the graves of people who were involved in this project who were killed. And it's really messed up. And you know what? I don't expect Twitter users to have any sort of empathy and understanding, but I think you might understand why people would be offended by that and make fun of you and dunk on you because you're celebrating a terrible thing that happened and you are making a mockery of people who are completely innocent, and your joke doesn't even make any sense. Like, besides the punchline being calling people pedos unfairly, you're calling the act of giving an adult large breasts pedophilia. Like, doesn't make any sense in the first place, you bajagaloon. Like, it doesn't make any sense. But again, this tweet comes out, 40,000 likes. 40,000 likes. Have you lost faith in humanity yet? I don't know. Because it's hard not to when you see these tweets just consistently. It's like every 6 months, the same tweet comes out and gets tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of likes. And we have to have the same conversation, and these people don't get it. They don't get why people are mad about the term pedophile being watered down to something that makes no sense. And they don't care about slandering the names of the animators involved in this, both alive and deceased. And it's really messed up, and yeah. I'll bring it up every time they bring it up, because what else are you going to do? But that's going to do it for this video. I know we kind of parkoured a lot of topics in this video, so I appreciate the listen. Please share all of your thoughts in the comments section about today's subjects. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.